Well, first of all, nice to meet you and congratulations on this movie. It's really beautiful and I hope that everyone sees it because it's really touching. And I would like to start by asking you, how did you decide what emotional core of the book of Amélie Nothomb, where is the one that inspired your movie? Um, which core you want to protect above anything else in the adaptation?
What we choose to do in this film, the way we had to adapt this, it was a relationship between Nishisan and Amélie, and to build this very challenging triangle between Nishisan, Kashima-san, and Amélie. We change and contract some characters, and we had to push some thematics away, like the relationship with the father, and we regret it a lot, but we can develop it in this film. And we keep some little dialogues from the book from Amélie herself, because she has these very caustic definitions in her writing.
Mhm.
She's very singular, and we really want to have her touch in it. We create some scenes like in the temple. In the book, they are going to the aquarium in Kobe, and we change that. We create the scene of the celebration of Obon, because we choose to talk about difficult thing of life to the audience in the film. So we want to talk about death and grief, mourning. So we really want to give some positive keys for the traumas Amélie going through, and talk about celebration of death was more efficient for our story. And we change the character of Kashima-san. In the book, she's not the owner, and we really want to build this special relation to be more strong, to have to give her a past. In the book, we don't understand exactly. She's an old aristocrat, very angry and very
Yeah.
but very freely, I don't know, it's not very described. And we really had to build a real background to all of this situation, to be
Absolutely, yeah.
very more stronger in the end when Amélie will lose her bearings of all what she idealized of her identity and
Yeah.
constructions, foundation of identity as Japanese through Nishio-san.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's a movie.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, what we kept as much as possible is this gaze, the how she see the beauty of this world, but also
Mhm.
probably one other thing is also this disillusion at the end, like in the book, when she realized that she's not Japanese, that they're gonna leave Japan at some point, So it's like the world is like collapsing underneath her feet, but at the same like when we believe you're God, and then lately you have to understand that you're not, you're not the center of the universe, you're actually part of it, But maybe, as Maïlys said, the difference that we didn't want to do from the book is at the end of the book, it says after 3-year-old, nothing happened. It's like, life stopped there, But with Maïlys, we didn't want that kind of message for the audience. We want to show them that not being God is actually even better, because you open yourself more in the world, create relationship with the people, instead of being alone, lonely, this bubble, all by yourself, closing yourself, as the center of the universe. And of course, as Mai said, through this journey with Nishio-san, her relationship with Nishio-san and Kashima-san, the two sides of the same coin,
And the animation feels very expressive, very tactile, colorful. Were there any visual or artistic references outside of animation that helped shape the film aesthetic?
Yes, for the whole team and with our art director, production designer, Eddie Noel, who is also co-screenwriter, but also our color team, Justine Thibault, Simon Dumonceau made the color palettes, the color board, and with the whole team, because we are background color artists too. They are all like plein air painter. It's a lot a work of observation of nature. In France, we have this culture since last century, with Impressionism and also Japonism. It's a very good relation we had since more of a century with our two culture of love nature and observing the light and interpret and synthesize stylization by touch of colors. And it's really a lot of that. And we love also all live action movies, so we observating, analyze a lot the films, not just animation movies. We know each animation movies. We love a lot the Japanese animation, and the connection we have with Japanese animation is really the love of nature, the love of observation of each thing we can feel sensorial, very sensorial and very correct to be very careful of the reality. We really want to give to the movie the sensation of touching, of smell the thing in this temporality, the Japan of the 60s in our movie. But it's yes, and it's a lot of documentation and references to
Absolutely. And, you know, with Maïlys, we work together since like maybe 12 or 13, 14 years, I forgot, you know, but mostly, especially with those two movies by Rémi Chaillet, you know, Long Way North and Calamity, which also have the same graphical technique. And already there, we were working as storyboarders already before there. We had a lot of live action reference. And, you know, it's also because we are also very influenced by Japanese movies as well, you know, Japanese animation movies, which are also, you know, inspired by live action, you know, because we love to put camera the way we place our camera. And with Maïlys, we have this connection because we love to be very close to characters, you know, to feel what they feel, to smell what they smell, to touch what they touch, you know, to see what they see. It's very important for us to frame like that. And maybe the thing we added from compared to the other movies is all these effects of blur, focus, out of focus, you know, to have those macro shots, transparency, you know, glow, and all these things, you know, to enhance really the feeling of this early childhood, you know, this tenderness, you know, and this texture as well, pastel texture, you know, to really feel that. But it's true, like Maïlys said, we are very also, we love animation, we love movies in general, you know, and the best compliment we have received so far, one of the best, is when people have, after watching our movies, they said, I forgot that we were watching animation. We were watching actually a cinema, you know, a movie, you know, so they could connect with those characters, even though these are abstract shapes, forms, drawings, right? But they still connect with them as human. They can see them as human, you know, and that's the beauty. That's wonderful that people could feel that from drawings.
And last, after making Little Amélie, has your own relationship with childhood has changed?
I think for me, no, because I always consider a lot the look, the gaze of child, and it's really what we want to give in our movie with Liane-Cho. We really consider kids as a real person, and we are very connected with our own childhood. I think when we work in animation, we are like children.
Yes.
We love to study, we love movement, we love observation, people, smell. It's and I think it's really in continuation, naturally connected with that. So we learn a lot about what we can manage with traumas. Never forget. We have this facility when we are child to connect, and we need to connect.
Yeah. And for me, actually, yeah, you know, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, when we started the movie, my son was a little baby actually, and he was a very hard baby, it was very hard, and at that time I realized that no, it's not Amélie who believes she's God. Every kid believes she's God. Of course, Amélie is singular, very special, but somehow that's not believing that she's God that makes her special, right? Because everyone have this transition when they believe they are God until they realize they are not, from when they believe that the center of the universe until they realize that actually part of it. So it's a very important transition around 2 and 3 year old, where they have to get like to let it go, to have to grieve, to understand that it's very hard, and that's for me was very important to understand that, because we know a lot about childhood to teenager to adult to 40 crisis, and then pensionist or whatever, but this transition we don't know very, very well, and it was very nice. It's very interesting also for me to understand that transition, to understand also that we are all connected with this, we are all connected with this feeling, with this belief, and we are all have to grieve at some point, that to be able to open ourselves to the world. So that's probably one of the main things I have learned after this movie.
Well, thank you so much for your time and